Every game at this point in the 70-year-olds of 2025 have received at least one review. But that just means that there's still some games that need to have 2 more reviews done. And this is one of them. Dungeons of Euchre by Jeff. And just by Jeff. A card-based dungeon crawler that borrows mechanics from the card game Euchre. Built from the QX82 library by Bruno Olivier, music by Voicer, submitted for 70-year-old 2025. I recommend jumping into the game directly and playing the tutorial, but if you need help with the mechanics, come back here. Alright, so how to play. Each round you're dealt a hand of 5 cards. Use these cards to pass obstacles and find the stairs to the next floor. Play cards of the same suit and higher rank to avoid taking damage. Each floor also has an Ura, which determines a trump suit. A trump card will beat any card of another suit. Card rankings. Aces are high for the trump suit. The jack is the highest card. The jack of the opposing suit is the second highest card. For example, if the Ura is spades, then the highest ranking cards are jack of spades, jack of clubs, ace of spades, king of spades, and so on. The familiar. You have a familiar with its own hand of 5 cards. If you run out of cards on the floor, you can switch to your familiar's hand in a pinch. If you think your hand is really good, you can opt to go alone, meaning you can discard your familiar's hand. You get a much larger payout for completing the floor by yourself. Payouts. When you find the stairs to the next floor, you receive a payout based on how well you played. Here are some things that get you more money. Winning 5 tricks, not using your familiar's hand, going alone. Some trinkets and rings will give you more ways to increase your payout. Items, you can buy trinkets and rings at a shop to improve your run. Rings are permanent increase to one of your stats. Trinkets provide various effects, new spells that you can cast, and chance to buff the cards in your hand, new payout bonuses, and more. Now, from what I basically know about Euchre, it's basically a card game that has like a lot of rules to it. So this will be very interesting because I never actually played, Euchre. So what to expect here, I do not know. So yeah, there's like a tutorial here, controls. So arrows, move cursor, enter, select, Q to cancel, 1 to 4 from menus. Oops, I hit escape there. Alright, how do I get out of this menu? Okay, just press Q. So this is particularly helpful if you've never played Euchre before. Okay. I will note that's a little bit loud, just to throw it out there, so I'm not sure how loud this is going to be for you guys, but if you can hear me, that's great. If not, I can barely hear myself, so yeah. So welcome to Dungeon 05 Tricks. Goal $0 of the floor 0. You need to find the stairs to the next floor, but first, you'll need to pass these obstacles. So I'm here. I have 8 HP of 8 HP, $15. 0 floor, we have spades, 05 tricks, all sorts of view deck. So here's my rank, my deck, so to speak. So spades trump other suits on this floor, so you want to use spades. So hand. Locked door. Tutorial 1 of 4. To move past this obstacle, you need to play a card. This is called a trick. Our first choice should be to play a card of a matching suit and a higher rank. Aces are high, so your ace will do the trick. Okay, so basically the idea, of these games is you want to basically, play the higher card, and in this case, it's saying using an ace. If I have a king, that also work, but we'll use the ace. Alright, so tutorial 2 of 4. Playing a card of a lower rank will also remove the obstacle, but you'll take damage. So basically, if I have lower, then it's going to hurt. You'll take even more damage if you don't follow suit. Okay, so if I basically try and use, this while you basically take damage. If I try to use something else, I take even more damage. So my hand, dungeon floor, familiar's hand, whatever. I keep hitting escape, of course, because Drill 3-4. This next obstacle is a heart, but we don't have any hearts. What do we do? If you can't or don't want to follow your flute suit, you can also play an Ura card. This level's Ura is spades, and you have 3 spades. An Ura card will beat any card of our suit. These are your trump cards. Your 8 trumps the ace, despite being a different suit and a lower rank. So, you know, basically I got, like, you know, that. So you got an ace of spades over here. So the only thing higher than ace of spades is, of course, going to be a jack. You can beat the ace with either of your jacks, but wait, aren't aces high? For normal suits, aces are indeed high. However, for the Ura suit, the jack becomes the highest card. That means that the jack of the Ura suit can beat any card. The jack of the opposing suit becomes the second highest card. This round, your club jack is not a club, it's a spade. Try to remember this because it's a confusing concept for new Euchre players. Press the 1 key to view the deck and card rankings. So basically because, like, you know, the Ura is basically spades, or spades jack is the highest, but we could also use, like, you know, the club jack if we want to. So wins. So view my deck here. So you can see, like, the card ranks, like, you know, the jack of spades is highest, the clubs is next. Then it goes, like, you know, ace of spades, ace of clubs, ace of hearts, ace of diamonds. Those are, I guess, all, like, the highest cards, and kings and queens. And note that the jacks basically down there, the heart and the diamond, are not, like, high because they're, like, you know, not the Ura or the, you know, opposing you know, suit. So there's that. My hand just does one thing. I keep hitting the escape button because, you know. Alright, so that's the game. So, Ura, I can accept the hearts, change the diamonds, change the spades, change the clubs. So, you can look at my hand at the bottom there. You see I have, like, a diamond, like, queen, a heart of 9, a heart of queen, diamond, you know, 9, and an 8 of, like, you know, clubs. If I accept hearts, that will basically mean that my, like, you know, my 9 and the queen are going to be high. Also, my familiar has, like, you know, an 8 and king, and there's also the kitty of ace. So yeah, we'll accept the hearts. There's a treasure chest here. Got a potion, 1 HP. I get the feeling that potions are basically something that, like, you know, they're useful, but whatever. Okay, we got King of Diamonds up there. Let's see here. I could use the 8 of spades, basically take some damage on the ace. Or I can use, like, you know, the queen of diamonds on the king up here. I think what I want to do, though, we're going to go to the ace here. I'll take 3 damage to the queen. None with the 9 or the queen. So maybe I'll use, like, the 9 right here. Apparition. What's the, like, you know, apparition then? View deck, cast spell, inventory, and help. So hand, switch to your familiar's hand. Don't care about that right now. My inventory is empty, so yeah, basically I didn't keep that potion, by the way. That's unfortunate. I could easily beat this with the queen, I guess, so... Why can't I use the queen here? Well, there's gonna be lots of rules to deal with, but whatever. Let's see here. Operation Suit is hidden, so this could be, like, you know, anything, but it's an ace. So I have no idea basically what I'm basically playing here. Is the idea? Okay. I think I want to take out the queen next, so... Let's just switch to our kitty's hand. Or like, you know, our familiar's hand, rather. He's got a king here. Okay, so stairs is basically over in this direction, so... Go this way. There's the jack. That's an imp, apparently. There's a shop here. So, handheld portal. Pocket the first card you play in a round. Cowbell. If your hand has no aces or face cards, gain the option to reveal your cards once. Poker chip. Get a reward if your starting hand is a valid poker hand. And enchanted mirror. Card hands will target the face cards first. Let's get the poker chip. Why not? Let's just see like what the relics are sort of going to be like. You know, I have like, you know, cards to deal with, so... Okay, there's nothing else in level, I don't think, so... So, we finished. We accepted the Euchre. Perfect, we got, you know, not perfect, but whatever. No familiar. Well, we actually used our familiar, so whatever. We went alone, not a thing. So you must have $100 on hand by floor 10 in order to win. Okay, next floor. Alright, so, we don't have a valid poker hand, I don't think, because, King, Queen, Jack, 10 is basically 4, but we need to have it to 9, so, yeah, not perfect. I can accept the clubs, I can go alone. So, plus $10 payout for discarding your familiar's hand. My familiar basically has an ace, a 9, and a 3, so... I don't want to suck clubs for sure. If I go with hearts, by the way, the jack will basically be like, you know, also useful, so... Let's change it to hearts. So I switched to my familiar's hand if I need to. We're going to take some damage doing that, but we'll take the damage, I guess. There's a shop. So, adds absorb to your spellbook. Pocket a card adjacent to you. We got glowing gem. When your round starts, if your familiar holds either jack of a starring aura and is to your hand, add to your hand. That would be nice to have. Trading card, get $5 payout for each unused card left in your hand. That would be nice to have. Bank card, get 20% interest after each payout, max $10. Got a potion. Okay, so we healed up by 1. So shift form, you must follow suit for this one. Okay. I guess we'll go this way to the king. And yeah, we used you know, the queen. That's a 10 down there, so that's not useful. I believe the jack here beats this guy, so use the jack there. There's the stairs. Rank is hidden, so we don't know what the Wraith basically is, just knows the club. Well, a king will beat that. I guess it's nothing really else for the fine, so let's just beat it. So familiar, not used, finished, hooray, next floor. Your hand has a three of a kind, so you basically have like a poker hand. So yeah, basically a king, king, king. Hooray! Pocket 10 of hearts. So I'm going to set clubs here. If I set clubs, then basically both my jack and my king are useful. If I change to spades, I basically get both, well, you know, well, I guess I want to set the clubs. That jack in my familiar's hand will also be useful as well, so I set the clubs. We can beat that with the spade. There's a queen of clubs down there. That's a living mask, so it must play a card following suit. Or the ace. Let's go with the king down here. Okay, here we go. This is an item. Pocketed cave diamonds, so not that useful, but we're already pocketed anyways. Okay, I do have the familiar's hand here. I may want to use it right now just to sort of get the cards. Now I have a question. Does the plus 3 mirrors mean like just extra cards in there you can basically get? I can't pick them up all at once, I guess, maybe? That could be a thing. Let's use the ace here. There's a shop. I can't buy anything because I don't have the money for it. So the clubs are basically the, like, you know, dominant hand here. So I can use basically, you know, either the jack or the 10 here. Let's go use the 10. And there's the stairway, so we got out. So I finished, I set the Euchre, next floor. You had a pair, so we basically got $5 for it. Your hand has a 2 pair. Pocket 8 of spades. Okay, is that supposed to happen? Because, am I supposed to get double rewards for like having like 2 poker hands? I'm not like, you know, against having that, but I mean, it's like, you know, should that be the case? Alright, I can set the hearts here. But changing the diamonds will basically let me get like, you know, queen, ace, and the jack from the, you know, the familiar's hand. Yeah, we'll take the diamonds. Wait, is that the way up right there? Well, I feel like kind of stupid doing that now, but oh well. Could make a whole lot of money. Alright, well, let's see here. The jack of diamonds is basically the trump card, so nothing can beat that, unfortunately. I play queen or ace here. There's the ace. I was looking for like potions and stuff like that, but I don't think we can find any, so. Finished, no familiar, so a little bit of money for it. Okay, nothing in my hand for poker chips, so oh well. Accept the hearts, change the diamonds, change the space, change your clubs. Clubs is definitely the best thing for me to go with right here, so... There's a shop. Bag of holding, pocket of random face card at the end of the round. Enchanting ink. At the start of the round, enchant the random card with buffed. Rank increased by 1. Ring of regen. Gain 1 HP at the start of each round. Ring of pockets, 2 pocket slots. Now I have to say, by the way, I'm already on floor 5 here. We've only got $29. It kind of feels like the shop prices are a little bit too expensive. Just for like what they are. And I also get more expensive stuff right here as well, so yeah, there's that too. Okay, so clubs is basically what I use to sort of like, you know, get through here. The jack of spades is basically going to kill all my stuff because it's basically too high. The 9 requires me to follow suit. Let's use the 8 here. Ugh, so many of these, like, you know, must match suit. Living mask, negative slime, lesser Gerben. Oh, you note there's basically no, like, door here. That's worth noting. I guess I'll use this right here. Use the jack. There's the stairs. It doesn't hurt me to use my cards here because I don't have, like, you know, pocket, like, you know, cards at the end, so... There's a chest, get a potion 2 HP. And note that the inventory, like, you know... Oh, I have my pockets. I have this stuff in my pockets I can use. That's worth noting. So yeah, potions are pocketable items, but, you know... Your cards basically are pocketable, I guess. Your hand has a pair. Awesome. It's the queen and queen. Gain $5. That poker chip's paying off a little bit. That's awesome. So accept hearts. I only got 1 heart, so it's not going to help me to get hearts. Clubs. There's a chest there, but let's just leave it until we find, like, you know, more damage perhaps. There's an ogre down here. Does 1 extra damage. Okay. That's only if I let it kill me though, so... Smack. Alright, we got ourselves a 9 down here. Now, King of Clubs requires me to use the ace. I don't think the queen's going to work on it because, you know, it's too low, so... We'll use that right there. There's a jack here. Vulnerable to card ranks greater than 10, so... So this guy requires me to have you know, less rank, I guess, to kill him. Okay. Why can't I use the queen on the... oh, use the jack. That's why. Power card. Yep. Oh, there's nothing that way. My inventory basically has stuff, I guess, so keep it. So how do I play like the cards basically in my inventory, if at all? I'm not really sure what the point of the pocket basically is, by the way. Like, are we supposed to use these cards, or... What does destroy it do? That just destroys it, so... Not really sure what to say about the, you know, that stuff. I'll take damage here, just a shop. So Tome of Aura. Adds Aura to your spellbook, change it to a different aura. Prismatic Ink. At the start of a round, enchant a random card with Wild. Always match the suit played against. Tome of Death. Adds Death to your spellbook. Destroy an obstacle. Enchanting Ink. At the start of a round, enchant a buff random card with buffed. Rank increased by 1. I'm tempted to use this stuff, but I'm also trying to win, right? So it's like... I don't want to use it, so... Pocket J Clubs. Can't be used until the next floor. So how do you use this stuff? You're out of cards. Cast a hand spell to switch hands. Well, I don't need to do that, so... Next floor. Your hand has a pair. Queen and queen. Game $5. That poker chip is paying off, but I mean... if I have clubs, there's nothing I can do with it, so... Hearts... Hearts lets me get used to jack. Diamonds lets me use both the jack and the diamonds, so... Let's go with it. Squishy cube. So a gelatinous cube, basically. I can play the ace, the queen, or the queen here. Let's play that one then. I'm gonna take damage regardless. Apparently, if like the jack is like the opposite hand. It's a trump card, so. Let's kill the imp. Found K of Hearts, but your pocket is full. Like, it's cool that I have this pocket feature, but how to use it? You have to like, run into stuff in order to like use it or something. Okay, there's how you switch your pocket in here. Alright, so I can use the jack here to kill this guy. No, you have to use the pocket. So, didn't actually use my pocket yet. It would be nice, by the way, if your pocket showed up, because, like, not have to just, like, view my pocket in order to see what I have to use here. So, diamonds is basically the, like, trump suit. K of Hearts. I guess I'm going to take damage regardless of where I go, so let's go to the king. I do like how you sort of like move around like that, by the way, but whatever. Let's see here. I can use a jack here, so let's use a jack. I am dying slowly, unfortunately. Okay, let's use our hand, I guess. So, cast a spell. There's the stairs out. Alright, you can accept hearts, which is only going to give me the jack, but if I go with diamonds, I basically get like a lot more, so take this. You know, I almost feel like, by the way, that your hand should, like, you know, change colors as, like, you look at the stuff here, just from, like, you know, this screen here, but whatever. So, diamonds. And again, I have to look at my thing here. I do have a king of hearts. So I try and use the king of hearts here. That'll work because basically it's the same. We'll accept the bribe. Okay, let's look around for the treasure chest, I guess. There's a shop. There's a treasure chest. Okay, heal up a little bit. Prismatic ink, bag of holding, strange bone, tome of death. There's only 2 more floors. I don't think I'll make it, but oh well. Accepting clubs would basically mean... just that jack. Hearts gives me, like, you know, 1-9. Diamonds give me, like, you know, queen and ace. Change to spades. I really don't know what to do with this one. This is a really bad hand. This is where discarding my hand would have been good, but oh well. Let's go to spades, I guess. Okay, I think we're dead. The jack basically wins here, that's about it. Oh yeah, jack, we're here too. Boom. 14 coins. Okay, that helps a little bit. It could be that, like, you're basically supposed to find a lot more money for the treasure chest, but, you know, I just haven't been, so there's that. Must follow suit, so queen. I think that's basically about it, so... How does perfect work, I wonder? Does that mean, like, you have to do, like, you know, 3 perfect, like, cards in order to, like, 5 perfect cards in order to get the payout? Offering well, so I didn't have the money. Must pay the offering or perish. You'll take 100 damage. So the cards that consumed you, got to 10th floor, made $94, won 3 free tricks, found 1 item. I mean, it's obviously, like, very doable to, like, get to floor 10, but I mean, The money seems like it's a little bit like, you know, brand miss, so there's that basically can consider. Well, that's basically Dungeon of Euchre. It's basically like, you know, a fairly competent little game. Hope you guys basically enjoy it and take care.